2019 MIAA Baseball Championship game between Adrian College and Hope for the second consecutive year is now underway. Here's Banks. Starts Jordan Fairchild off with the ball. The 1-0 is in the zone for a strike. Fairchild was 1 for 3 with an RBI, 2 runs and 2 walks in game 1 this afternoon, making him 5 for 9 with an RBI, 6 runs and 6 walks on the tournament. Pierce Banks, the junior from Sterling Heights, Michigan, getting his 11th start. He's 7-2 on the season, 53 2/3 innings pitched with a 4.23 ERA. That ball misses, even things up 2-2 on the leadoff hitter. The 2-2 from Banks. Breaking ball misses the zone. Adrian beating Elma and Hope to come out of the winner's bracket. Hope beat Albion, lost to Adrian, then went down and beat Elma in game 1 today to come out of the elimination bracket. Fairchild starts it off with a walk that brings up Trace Slansick. He had a big game in game number 1, 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs. Drove in 5 of the 6 runs for the Flying Dutchman. 6 for 15 on the tournament. The 0-1's breaking ball misses high. One fouled off. Banks comes set. 1 and 2 fought off as well. This one fought off to keep the at-bat alive. Check over to first. Nothing doing. Fairchild's able to get back in time. Banks comes set. The 1 and 2 is a breaking ball. Caught him looking for out number 1. The first strikeout of the afternoon for Banks. Banks the second and wins with 7 in the MIAA. Third in strikeouts with now 55 behind Mo Hanley. Maxwell Denny leads the MIAA and wins. One of the better pitchers in the rotation. Evan Mayday finds himself behind 0-1. He went 1 for 5, which makes him 3 for 12 on the tournament. He scored a run. Maydays followed by Apple, Kim, Lepore, Eppinga, Marucci, and Soika to round out the Dutchman lineup. Check swing, called strike on the swing. That's going to move the count to 0-2. Benarini throws down the signs behind the plate for the Bulldogs. Dugan Darnell is at third. Thomas Miller at short. Eppinga Lemling is at second. Brady Wood at first. Brandon Cooper in left. Zach Shearing in center. Jason Croce in right. The defense behind Banks. As he checks in once again on Fairchild, who gets back safely. 0-2, misses outside, can't get in the chase. Banks comes set, another check. Over on Fairchild. This one grounded to Wood. He's going to go to second. Nobody home at first. So fielder's choice for Mayday. So he gets the first. That brings up Mason Apple. He went 1 for 5 against Elma earlier today. 5 for 13 in the tournament. 6 RBIs and 2 runs to his credit. First pitch swinging, sends it into center field. Shearing giving chase, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. Leadoff walk for the Dutch. Nothing doing. Shearing, Miller, and Rainey due up first. Well, the Bulldogs on the bottom of the second. You're watching championship baseball here on ACTV. Zach Shearing, the leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs. Thomas Miller, the shortstop, bats in the 2 spot. Gunnar Rainey in the 3-hole and catching. First baseman Brady Wood. It's cleanup. Dugan Darnell hits 5th. The third baseman Chad Paddock, the designated hitters in the 6th spot. Jason Croce, the right fielder, in the 7-hole. Jake Lemlin in the 8th spot, and Brandon Cooper The left fielder rounds out the Bulldog lineup. They're going to be facing Shane Hyken. Hyken, the freshman from Ada, Michigan. It's his 7th start on the season. He's 4-1. 38. 2/3 innings pitched. Carries a 4.50 ERA, 30 strikeouts. He's ahead of Shearing, 0-2 in the count. We've seen postseason action already against Albion in that win. The Shearing lines this one to short. Kim makes the play, gets up to throw, not in time. Infield single for Shearing to start off the Bulldog lineup. Hyken picked up the win in his 2 2/3 innings pitched. He only gave up 1 hit, shut the door with 3 strikeouts against the Britons. I'll bring up Thomas Miller, the sophomore shortstop. He went 1 for 9 in that game against, 1 for 5 in that game against Hope. He's 1 for 9 on the tournament. Sends this one into center. Midday retreats. He'll make the catch near the wall for the first out. Making 1 for 10. Thomas Miller, Gunnar Rainey. This is the 3 spot for the Bulldogs. The catcher went 0 for 4 in the last game against Hope. That moves him to 2 for 8 with a walk. A little bit of a struggle for the batting average leader in the regular season, the MIAA. That one bounces, looked like it bounced off the plate, popped up over Slanzik. I move Shearing to second with 1 out. Defensively for the Flying Dutchman, Slanzik's the catcher. Marucci's at third, Kim is at short, Fairchild at second. Epico rounds out the infield at first. Apple's in right, Mayday's in center, and Soika is in left field. Rainey grounds it to third. Coming up throwing is Marucci in time for out number 2. Brings up Brady Wood, the first baseman. He was also 0 for 4 in that game against Hope.
Now batting the first baseman,
Puts him at 4 for 9
Wood.
with 2 runs in the postseason. First pitch to Woods. Breaking ball for a strike. Bulldogs with a 7-5 win over Elma on Wednesday. Came back with a 5-3 win over this Hope team. Advance to the championship. Regular season winners for the 11th consecutive time. Wood fouls this one off. That'll push the count to 1-2. One and 2 misses outside. That'll push the count even at 2-2. Breaking ball, 2-2 misses low. That'll run the count full to the Bulldog first baseman. Bulldogs 34-7 on the year, 24-4 in conference play. One of those losses to Hope. This one hits the gap, goes out to right field. Apple's going to come up throwing, and Shearing's all the way around from second. And the Bulldogs take a 1-0 lead here in inning number 1 with an RBI single from Brady Wood. Back spot filled by the third baseman, Dugan Darnell. He was 1 for 2 with a run and 2 walks, which makes him 3 for 6 on the tournament. With a double, 3 RBIs, a run, and a couple of walks. Had a couple of saves to his name. Wood breaks for second. Slides around the tag. Beautiful throw by Slanzik. Even better slide by Brady Wood. Darnell, the senior from Northville, Michigan. That's left, throws right. 1-0 comes in for a strike. Can't come on top of the breaking ball. Here's a count to 2-1. Darnell grounds one into the gap. This one will go to the outfield, and Brady Wood will come around to score. RBI single for Dugan Darnell. Back-to-back RBI singles. Brings up Chad Paddock, the designated hitter. He was 1 for 4 with a run in their last game. 3 for 7 with a double and a couple RBIs to his name in the tournament. As they check on Darnell at first. With that run, that makes it 371 on the season for the Bulldogs, which is a new school record previously held by the 2017 team. That put the mark at 370. Check swing, popped out of play. Makes it count 1-1. Bulldogs struggled early in their first 2 contests with the bats. Didn't get going until the middle innings in both games. Point of emphasis for head coach Craig Rainey coming in to the championship game. They're jumping all over, hiking. Put up a 2 spot here in the first. Here's the 2-1. Darnell fakes like he's going. That strikes in there for a 2-2 count. This one's sent into right field. Apple's giving chase. He'll make the catch to retire the side. But not until the Bulldogs can tally 2 runs in the first. Grant Kim, Nick Lepore, and Ted Epica do up for the Dutch. On the top of the second. Bulldogs lead early 2-0. Kim will lead it off for the Dutch. He was 2 for 4 in game 1. Makes him 4 for 10 on the tournament with an RBI. He's drawn 3 walks. Great discipline. Seems to be common among most of the Flying Dutch hitters. This one's grounded to Darnell. Will fire across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Brings up designated hitter Nicolay Field. Laporte was 0 for 3 in game 1. Been struggling in this 3-day tournament. 1 for 13 is the first baseman. He sees the first pitch bounce in for ball 1. This one pops up and out of play. The 1-1 from Banks. This is high. This is the count to 2-1. This one skied up the third base side. Darnell's under it for the second out of the inning. Brings up first baseman Ted Eppinga. Eppinga was 0 for 4. In the opener against Elma. 1 and 13 for the tournament. That one fouled up and out of play. Next count 0-2 on the Hope first baseman. Breaking ball. Caught him looking. That's the second strikeout. Both looking for Bears Banks. 1-2-3 inning for the Bulldogs. 7-8-9 due up. At the bottom of the second, Bulldogs lead 2-0. The MIAA Tournament Championship game here on ACTV. Jason Croce has started out for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the second. He had a huge game against Hope in their last contest. He was 3 for 4, 3 runs, 2 RBIs. Making 5 for 8 in the postseason. Their 2 games, scoring 4 runs. This one sent into center field. Maday's under it. Ground number 1. Turns up Jake Lemlin. got the nod in yesterday's game against Hope. He was 0 for 1 with an RBI. Did the dirty work for the Bulldogs. Sacrificed bunts to move runners along. Was his role. Unless he comes in with the 0 for 1 stat line. That one fouled right back at us. Makes it 1-1. Here's the 1-2. This one's sent into left. Tracking his cycle, he makes the catch. Couple of flyouts from the Bulldogs.
Batting the left fielder, number 21.
Moves up number 21, Brandon Cooper, to round out the Bulldog lineup. He was 2 for 3 in the last contest. 2 for 6 on the tournament with an RBI. A couple of big hits in that last meeting. Set a school record, or tied a school record in triples rather. One of those belonged to Brandon Cooper. Cooper sends a charge into this one in the left center gap. It's going to get down and bounce to the wall. And the speedy Cooper will stop at second. A 2-out double for the left fielder. I'll send it to the top of the lineup to Zach Shearing, who singled and scored back in the first.
The center fielder, number 50, Zach Shearing.
Cooper takes the lead off of second. Eichen gives him a couple looks, delivers to Shearing, propped up on the first base side and out of play. Next count 0-1 on Shearing. Shearing, the leader in the outfield. Covers a lot of ground here at Nicolay Field. Curveball bounces in, and off of Slancic, that allows Cooper to advance to third. It's the second time we've seen a runner advance off of a pitch that couldn't be handled by Slancic. Bounces in. Slancic able to knock that one down. It was count to 2-1. The 2-1. It's a bouncer to the shortstop. Easy play for Kim. After a loud first inning, the Bulldogs go quietly in the second. We'll go to the top of the third. 8-9-1. Due up for the Dutchman. Joey Marucci checks out a strike to start the at-bat. Goes 1 for 3 with a couple of runs, couple of walks. Game 1 today. He's 2-10 on the tournament. He's got on base by nature of the walk 3 times in the tournament. 1-1, sent right back up the middle. First hit for the Dutch. Leadoff single brings up Jack Soika.
How about your left fielder number 20, Jack Soika?
Soika finds the top of the zone for a strike. Soika 1 for 2 in game 1. Couple of runs, couple of walks. 2 for 8 on the tournament. Scored 3 runs. Walked 3 times and has also been hit by a pitch. Checking on Marucci, not in the time. Banks comes set. Checks on Marucci at first. Nothing doing. So he comes set again. Goes back to first. Must have watched game 1 where Hope was able to steal 6 bases on the Scots. Breaking ball into the netting on the third base side. Keeps the count 1-2. Back to first. There's Banks. Early Putting Marucci to work over there as well as Brady Wood. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 2. Rainey couldn't find it. Runner moves up. 90 feet into scoring position. The 2-2 got him swinging. The third strikeout. Pierce Banks. Out number 1. We'll go back to the top to Jordan Fairchild. He walked in his first at bat. Got caught in the fielder's choice. On his way to second for the second out of the inning. Comes up with a runner in scoring position. Watches the first pitch for ball 1. Fastball bounces in. Moves the count to 2-0 on Fairchild. Fairchild swings. Banks is going to get it. And he has Marucci stuck between third and second. Heads up play to get the lead runner. Looked like Marucci was off on contact there. Fielder's choice for Fairchild. Brings up Trey Slanzik. He got caught looking his first at bat. Starts him off with a fastball, right to the glove. Then Jake Lemlin. And with that, the inning is over. Miller, Rainey, and Wood due up. Bottom of the third. We'll be back for the bottom of the third here on ACTV. Shortstop Thomas Miller. Their leadoff hitter Gunnar Rainey and Brady Wood. Up next. First pitch misses low for a ball. Highton falls behind 2-0 to the Bulldog shortstop. Comes back with a strike, make the count 2-1. Here's the 2-1, grounded down the third base side and foul. Here's the 2-2, it's a breaking ball that can't find its way down to the strike zone. I'll run a count full. This one grounded on to Brant Kim. He'll make the play in time. Route number 1. Brings up Gunnar Rainey.
What?
Now batting the catcher number 10, Gunnar Rainey.
Rainey, first pitch swinging, drives into right field. Apple, I think he had a little bit of trouble seeing it down. Nonetheless, he's able to make the play. Brings up Brady Wood, RBI single. Back in the first inning, he came around to score.
Batting is first baseman number 11, Brady Wood.
Breaking ball in the dirt. Start him off. Ball 2 to Brady Wood. So he watches 2 miss the bottom of the zone. Pitcher's count. Jumped on the fastball, looped into shallow right field. It's going to be played on by Fairchild. Good 1-2-3 inning for the Dutch. Brings up Evan Mayday, Mason Apple, Grant Kim. Top of the 4th. You're back here on ACTV. Evan Mayday, center fielder, start things off on the top of the 4th. Throws a fastball away for ball 1. That one misses low for ball 2. Mayday. It's his second leadoff walk.
Batting the right fielder, number 24.
For the Dutch, they've had their leadoff guy on in all 4 innings so far. Brings up Mason Apple. He flew out to center in his last at bat. Starts him off with a strike. Get ahead of the count 0-1. One hardliner to Miller. He scoops it up. 6-4-3. Double play. It's a twin killing for the first 2 outs of the inning. Brings up shortstop Brett Kim. Starts him off with a breaking ball. That one misses high. Fastball misses the top of the zone. Here's the 2-0 for Banks. Leaves another fastball high. 3-0 count. We'll see what Kim elects to do. He's going to be aggressive or he's going to take. He's going to take ball 4. It's his second 4-pitch walk given up by Banks here in the 4th. Brings up designated hitter Nick McCoy. 0 for 1 with a fly out to third. His last at bat. Comes back there with a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Checks on the runner at first. Comes back with another strike. He's ahead 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. McCoy is able to check his swing on that one. Caught him waiting as Pierce Bates gets out of the inning with a pickoff to first. So the Dutchmen are blanked again in the 4th. Dugan Darnell, Chad Paddock, Jason Croce. 3-2 up for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 4th. You're watching MIAA Championship Baseball here on ACTV. Duke Darnell steps in. RBI single in his first plate appearance. Launches the first pitch in for strike one. Very tight stance from Darnell. The power stride. Watches ball one. Here's the 1-1 from Hyken. Misses. He falls behind 2-1. Darnell fouls this one off to stay alive. Moves it to 2-2. Two-two pitch. That one misses for a ball. That runs the count full. Payoff pitch to Darnell. Tipped into the glove. Or strike three. The first strikeout.
Batting designated hitter number 23, Chad Paddock.
For Hyken. That brings up Chad Paddock, designated hitter for the Bulldogs. Starts him off with a breaking ball, and that one lands just foul. Hard shot down the third base side. The 0-1 fastball catches the inside corner for strike two. The 0-2 to Paddock. This is low. The 1-2 breaking ball. High bouncer to third. Marucci throws him off the bag. Eppinga with the save over there. Come off the bag, make the tag. Throw number two. Brings up Jason Croce. Throw out to center field. His last at bat. He launches first pitch strike from Hyken. Breaking ball in for strike two. Hyken doing a good job getting ahead of the hitters. Pitching ahead. Hyken's 0-2. Misses left-handed batter's box. This one fought off the opposite way and in the gap. A roll out to Opple out in right field. That snaps a streak of 6 straight retired. I like it. Brings up Jake Lumlin. Checks on Croce over at first. He 1-0. Finds the zone. As he counts to 1-1. Croce moves to 6 for 11. 6 for 10 on the tournament with his single. Holman's still looking for his first hit. Watches that one. Miss high for a 3-1 count. That one catches the zone. Runs the count full. You'll probably see Croce on the move here. 2 outs, full count. There he goes. Ball popped up to the right side of the field. Fairchild's camped underneath it. He'll come down with it to retire the side. Bulldogs go quietly once again. As Hikins calmed down from the outburst in the first inning.
No runs on 1 hit, there were no errors, and a 1 was left on base.
We'll be back to the top of the 5th. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Dutch. Designated hitter Nick Lepore steps in. He's 0 for 1 today. Puts him 0 for 4 today between games 1 and 2. Watches the first pitch, missed for a ball. That one comes in for a strike, taking things up 1-1. The 2-1. Down the line, Darnell makes the play, fires across the diamond for out number 1. Darnell has a rocket for hard. If a situation arises, we might see him on the mound at the end of the game. First baseman Ted Eppinger. Staff said he struck out looking in the second inning. 0 for 5 on the day, and he's behind 0-1 in this at-bat. This one, a slow liner to short. Miller makes the throw over just in time for the out number 2. Eppinga can't catch a break. Brings up third baseman Joe Marucci.
Number 14, Joey Marucci.
That play right there by Miller shows you don't always have to throw it out hard as long as you can get it out quick. That one just barely beats out Eppinga at first. It was a quick hands getting it out of the glove off the slow bouncer. Allowed him to make the play. Banks starts his windup for the 1-1. Comebacker bobbles it. Was able to recover in time to record the out. That'll end the inning. Bulldogs go Dutch go 1-2-3. Three groundouts. Cooper, Shannon, and Miller do up for the Bulldogs. Bottom of the 5th. Adrian hangs on to a 2-0 lead here in the 2019 MIAA championship game. Brandon Cooper set to face Hyken to start off the bottom of the 5th. Cooper doubled back in the 2nd inning with a line shot, left center field gap. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Hyken finds himself ahead of the count, 1-2. This one bounces in to even things up, 2 apiece. Offering. Bounce over to Marucci at 3rd. Just in time to get this speedy Cooper. Wins us at top of the lineup, and Zach Shearing is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Also ground out to the shortstop. Shows bunt, pulls back, called strike on the center fielder. misses high. Huygens 2-1 pitch. Fastball for a strike at the knees. It's a count 2-2. Count runs full. Payoff pitch. Swinging line drive down the line in third and foul. Come back, try it again. Huygens 3-2 pitch. This one's going to be in play. And will be caught by Soika as he neared the wall. Thomas Miller 0 for 2 on the day. Steps in.
Now batting the shortstop number 4.
1 for 11 on the tournament now. First pitch bounces in for ball 1. The 1-0 driven into left field. Soika's going back. Leaping catch. Couple of shots to left field. Makes you hold your breath in the home dugout. But that's why Soika's there. 2 amazing plays. He'll come to lead off the top of the 6th, followed by Fairchild and Slanzik. Top of the 6th coming up here on ACTV. So Jack Soika makes 2 phenomenal plays in left field. Comes in to lead off for the Dutch. Top of the 6th. This team trailing 2-0. Banks comes back to even it up 1-1. Adrian trying to finish off this tournament with an unblemished record. Hope trying to force the, if necessary, Game 7 of this double elimination tournament. That one misses as well. They run the count 3-1. 3-1 from Banks. Fastball swung on and missed. Runs the count full. Soika, a strikeout victim back in the third. And Banks loses him. Lead-off walk for the Dutch left fielder.
Second baseman number 8, Jordan Fairchild.
Jordan Fairchild will step in next. He's 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice. He got on by way of walk back in the first. Reached on the fielder's choice in the third. He's ahead of the count 1-0 here. Runner takes off from first. Rainey's throw down is in time. Miller applies the tag, and Soika is caught stealing for the first out of the inning. Soika had one of the 7 stolen bases on Coyne, the catcher for Alma. Gunnar Rainey shuts him away here in game number 2. Rainey, the former left fielder for the Bulldogs. You know he has an arm on him. He displayed it there, putting the throw on the money. Out number 1. Finish him. The 1-2 from Banks. In the dirt. 2-2. From Banks. Right back at him. He'll run over and flip it to Wood for the second out of the inning. Banks does a little bit of it all. Strike him out, field his position, pick him off.
Elevating the catcher number 12, Trace Slansick.
Brings up Trace Slansick. Lined out to second. A strikeout victim. Makes him 0 for 2. Adrian was 3-1 in regular season meetings with both. 4-1 including the postseason. Misses there. Runs the count 3-1. The 3-1. Fastball upstairs. The second walk issued this inning for Banks. Brings up Evan Mayday. He walked in 4 pitches, and the 4th reached on the fielder's choice in the first. Steps in with 2 outs, runner on first. This one chopped down the first base side, and Brady Wood will apply the tag himself. They turn the Dutchman away in the 6th. Here's Banks. Is rolling through the Dutchman lineup. Gunnar Rainey Rainey, Brady Wood, and Dugan Darnell do up. The bottom of the 6. Adrian leads it 2-0. Rainey. Let's start things off. Catcher's 0 for 2 so far. Turns on the first pitch. And foul. Sliding play there by Kim that makes the out. It's now 10 of 11 retired.
Now batting the first baseman, number 11, Brady Wood.
For Huyken, he's found a little bit of a rhythm. Only giving up two hits since that first inning outburst. Ends up Brady Wood. He flew out to the second baseman. His last at bat. Foul into the glove. Slams it. Woods quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 misses outside. Counts 1-2 to the Bulldog first baseman. This one sent in to center field. Mayday's there. Ends up Dugan Darnell. RBI single and a strikeout.
Now batting the third baseman, number 1, Dugan Darnell.
Come on, Douglas. Come on, man. Stop, baby. Here you go, you check, dude. Let's go,
First pitch stays up top for ball 1. In for a strike. Darnell couldn't quite pull the trigger on that one. 2-1 count. That one fouled off. Even things up 2-2. Two misses outside, and then a run to count full. Payoff pitch, swing of the miss from Darnell. He strikes out for the second straight time. That's 7 straight put down by Hyken. As he's getting in a groove as well. They've had a pitching duel for the last 5 innings. Apple, Kim, and Lepore. Middle of the lineup, due up for Hope. Mason Apple steps in to lead it off for Hope. In the top of the 7th, Bulldogs hanging on to a 2-run lead. They scored both of their runs in the first inning. They've been shut down ever since. RBI singles by Brady Wood and Dugan Darnell. Gets us where we're at today, and Apple puts a charge into this one in center field, and Shering's there to track it down in the gap.
Batting the shortstop, number 10, Brant.
Brings up Brant Kim. Kim's 0 for 1 with a walk. Fastball misses low for ball 1. Another fastball set up the middle. 1 out single for Brant Kim. Last time Kim was on, Pearson Bates picked him off.
Batting designated hitter, number 13, Nick.
Keep that in mind as Nick Lepore comes up for his at-bat. Conservative lead over there. This one bounces back to Banks. He bobbles it. What looked like was going to be a double play turns into just 1 out. Smart decision by Banks to just go get the 1 out. So Ted Eppinga. 0 for 2 today. Comes up. Huge run Out there on second. First pitch misses outside. Banks checks the runner. The 1-0 grounded to Darnell. Fires over for out number 3. 6 outs left for the Dutch. They're trailing by 2. Chad Paddock, Jason Croce, and Jake Lemlin due up for the Bulldogs. Looking to add on to their 2-0 lead. Chad Paddock will step in. Designated hitter. Looks at ball 1. You got a shootout between 2 pitchers here. Adrian got to hiking early. Scored 2 runs. Nothing but zeros ever since. Hiken's retired 7 straight. He's done just about all you can ask out of him. The team's got to score. Put up runs for you. 2 runs isn't much to ask. That one goes down the line in 3rd. The 2-2 to Paddock. Breaking ball over to short. Sliding step by Brant Kim. His throw is on the money. For the 3rd time today, Paddock is set away. Kept off the bases. Brings up right fielder Jason Croce. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Singled into the opposite field gap. Between 1st and 2nd. Started off with a breaking ball from Hiken. The 0-1. Off speed misses there. This one misses. Blowing away for ball 2. 2-1. The right fielder's having a big tournament. This one's popped up and out of play. comes set. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball in on the hands. Fouled off. Try again with the 2-2. Fastball. Fouled away down the third base side. Again the 2-2. Breaking ball fought off. And a weak liner out to Eppinga. Out number 2. Jake Lemlin still looking for his first hit as the Bulldog.
Now batting the second baseman number 2 at Jake Lemlin.
Lemlin started off his fastball. Fouled off. Back to the screen behind the plate. Breaking ball to Derek for 1-1 count. This one popped up third base side. Easy play for Marucci. Hyken has settled in nicely. That's now 10 straight. 6 outs left for the Dutch. Marucci, Soika, and Fairchild due up in the air. Joey Marucci due up. Jack Soika on deck. Brent Fairchild in the hole. Pierce Banks 6 out away from claiming the tournament championship to go on the already claimed regular season championship. Counts 1-1 on Marucci. Marucci 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the 1-1 from Pierce Banks. That one's in for a strike. Counts 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt to leave things up 2-2. Fastball bottom of the zone to run things full. Banks has gone the distance 7 times his career, once in the 2018-19 season. Tallies a strikeout there. Don Marucci. That's his 4th. Oh, bring up Jack Soika. And Pierce Banks is looking strong. We saw Mo Hanley have a strong appearance yesterday before he gave up the ball to Dugan Darnell for the save. Banks misses there. Soika 0 for 1, strikeout victim. Reached on a walk. Back in the 6th. 1-0. Got fouled on the third base side. One shows bunt, pulls back. Ball 2. Misses high, 3-1. The count. Three-1 offering. Catches the zone for a strike 2. Here's Banks with a payoff pitch. Fouled. Up and out of play. This one lined up the middle. 1 out single. Jack Soika was caught stealing last time he was on base.
Second baseman number 8, Jordan Fairchild.
We'll see how aggressive they decide to be. 7 stolen bases against Elma. Have not had quite the success on the base pass here against Adrian. You'd like to get that run in here in the 8th. That way you're not chasing 2 in the 9th. At least cut the lead in half. Here's a ground ball up the middle, and it's bobbled by Lemlin. That's twice now. They've had opportunities. For double plays to get out of innings.
Number 12, Trace Lancic.
That have been bobbled. Can only get 1. So with 2 outs. Soika at second. Trace Lancic steps in. He already has 5 RBIs from game 1. Would be huge to pick up 1 here. That fastball misses. The head of the count. 1-0. Pitch is in the dirt. Rainey knocks it down but can't locate it. Second advances to third. This is the first time that a Dutchman base runner has gotten to third base so far today. It's a 0 count. Finds his own for strike 1. The 2-1. Catches the corner, 2-2. On Slanzik. 0 for 2 today. Got on by a walk back in the 6th. This one grounded to first. Brady Woods there. And they'll keep the Dutch off the board. 3 outs away. Now being named the MIAA tournament champions. Gonna look for another insurance run. Cooper, Shearing, and Miller due up for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 8th. CJ Ottman comes in for the Dutch. The junior from Zeeland, Michigan. Looking to hold the Bulldogs to 2. The second leading pitcher in the saves category behind Dugan Darnell. First batter is going to be Brandon Cooper, who's 1 for 2 with a double to his name. This one finds the hole. Leadoff single for Cooper in the bottom of the 8th. Brings up Zach Shearing. It's the 18th appearance for Ottman. Here's a 6-1 record with 5 saves, 26 2/3 innings pitched, 25 hits, 13 runs, 9 walks to 19 strikeouts. Here's a 4.12 ERA and 6.53 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched into the postseason. Shearing shows bunt, can't lay it down. Please count 0-1. Tries again. Can't let it down. That makes the count 0-2.
Yeah.
The 0-2 from Ottman. Popped up and out of play. Ottman looks in. Gets the sign from Slanzik. Checks Cooper at first. Delivers. It's got 1-2. breaking ball, swing and a miss. For out number 1. Brings up Thomas Miller. 0 for 3 today. 1 for 12
Thomas Miller.
in the postseason. First pitch strike from C.J. Ottman. This one fouled off. Ottman's ahead 0-2. Ottman gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Fastball low and away. This one sent to right field. Apple makes the play. For out number 2. 0 for 4 day. Thomas Miller.
Catcher number 10,
Gunnar Rainey looking to get in the hit column. He's 0 for 3 so far today. Went 0 for 4. As told yesterday. Comes up, 2 outs, runners on first. First pitch swinging. It's going to be a grounder to Fairchild. He'll flip to Kim, covering short. Covering second, rather. Bottom of the 9th. Or top of the 9th we go. Hope trails by 2. Adrian looking to close out the MIAA tournament. Evan Mayday, Mason Apple, Grant Kim, due up. Hope needs 2 to stay alive. We'll be back here on ACTV. And here we go. All 6 games lead up to this moment. Hope needs 2 to stay alive. Dugan Darnell comes in, looking for his 3rd save of the postseason. Starts off Mayday with a strike. Darnell, the league leader in saves. Sean O'Keefe comes on to take his spot at 3rd. This one fouled off. The sign comes set. The 0-2 to Mayday. Fouled off. Darnell brings the heat. You think hitters know what's coming. They just can't catch up to it. The 0-2 once again. This one lined into center. Sharon's not going to get to it. Lead off single for Evan Mayday in the Flying Dutch. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. In the form of the big right fielder, Mason Apple.
Batting the right fielder, number 24, Mason Apple.
Mayday did have a stolen base earlier today. You see how aggressive they choose to be, as his run essentially means nothing. Fastball misses high. Checks the runner at first, comes set. 1-0, finds the top of the zone for a strike. Apple's 0 for 3, couple of flyouts to center, grounded into a double play. Makes him 5 for 16. He does have 6 RBIs in the tournament. Fouled right back at us for strike 2. Checks over to Mayday at first, comes set. That one fouled off as well. Pause. Here's the 1-2. This one's popped up and out of play. Apple fights to stay alive. The 1-2. Much the same. Fouled off. Wouldn't expect anything less from one of the best hitters in the lineup. And feisty at bat. Top of the 9th. NCAA tournament berth on the line. 1-2. This one out to right field. Crochy's underneath it. 1 down, top of the 9th. Kim steps in. She's 1 for 2 today with a walk. First one swinging, fouls it off. Comes set. L1 outside, 1-1 count.
Let's go, dude! Let's go!
Counts 1-1. Dugan Darnell, the MIAA leader in saves. On the mound. Grant Kim up to bat, representing the tying run. And he calls time. The 1-1. Skied in the air on the first base side. Wood's going to take it for out number 2. Nick Lepore. 0 for 3. He was 0 for 3 in Stelma earlier today. First pitch swinging.
Come on, Nicky. Come on, baby.
This one fouled back. 0-2 count. Dugan Darnell, the 0-2. That one's popped up in play. Caught by Koshi and the Adrian College Bulldogs, the 2019 MIAA Tournament champions. They have earned the automatic bid for the MIAA and the NCAA Tournament. 2 runs, all it took in the first inning to fight off the Dutch, and for the second consecutive year, Hope finishes MIAA runner-up at Nicolay Field. We will stay live for the presentation to follow the game. So Adrian College win the 2019 MIAA Tournament. Final score 2-0. Stay tuned for the trophy presentation. I'm Adrian Picture saying so long. We hope you enjoyed the 2019 MIAA Tournament. We thank you for sticking with us through it all. We'll be back next year on ACTV.
2019 NCAA Division III Baseball Championship. The selection show for the NCAA Baseball Championship will be on Monday, May 13th at noon on ncaa.com.